Hi guys! I am here with my spring favorites and it's my second time shooting this, so fingers crossed that this works out. And the way I do favorites is rather than each month picking things just from that month that I love, I don't quite have the turnover in my makeup collection to make something like that work. I would just be talking about the same things all the time. So instead what I like to do is sort of think about the whole season, things that I have either really been enjoying up to that point or things that I've kind of pulled out and gotten re-excited about for the next season. In this case, spring. So the first thing is skincare. And this is by Dermadoctor. It's called Physical Chemistry, and this is both a physical and a chemical exfoliant. And I love this. It's basically a facial scrub, but it is pretty intense, and I would say proceed with caution. Check the ingredients if you have sensitive skin. I haven't had any adverse effects from using this, and it's just amazing. I use it every other week on clean, dry skin, and you just massage it in, and it's amazing. It just makes your face feel like new skin, and it helps even out any kind of textural imperfections, which means that your makeup goes on smoother and better, and it's great. This is $75, so definitely a spendy product, but I definitely don't have it in my budget to pay for facials. I think of this as kind of my, twice yearly investment in my face. So love this. One more sort of beauty tool arena favorite is the Sephora Express nail polish remover. This is the best nail polish remover I've ever used. It's so fast. It's like amazingly fast. I can't get over it. One cotton ball with just a little dab of this will do all 10 fingers in like under a minute. It's amazing. If you want something that works really fast, even with glitters, even with texture polishes, this is amazing, and it's always on sale on Sephora for like $5. And this is a lot. This is over 4 ounces. Now we get into the more fun things. So a blush that I'm loving right now is the Milani in Romantic Rose. First of all, just this packaging makes me think of spring because it's a beautiful flower, but this color looks a little boring in the pan. The reason I love this is that in spring I love to wear brighter eyeshadow or brighter lips sometimes, and this is the kind of blush that isn't going to compete. This is going to pair well with everything. It's going to play nicely with anything you're doing on your face. It's just a great neutral. It's matte and very affordable as well. So this is the Milani powder blush in Romantic Rose. My favorite eyeshadow pick for spring is by Makeup Geek, and it is the color Pixie Dust. This is an amazing green. I have just a little bit of it on my lids today, but it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous grass green that's so pigmented, and I love it. And I've just been wanting to wear it every single day. So I love that. And then for sort of the rest of the eye look, I've been really gravitating towards sort of sheer washes of like shimmer over my eyes. And the first thing I've been using a ton is my e.l.f. Prism eyeshadow palette in Naked. This looks like this. It's a $10 palette from e.l.f. and it has these shades. It's obviously reminiscent of the Naked palette in the fact that these are all neutrals. They are all shimmery, and I think that all of these colors are amazing for just a one eyeshadow look, but there is enough difference in the colors that you can create dimension. For instance, this lightest shade and the darkest shade are quite contrasting. So it's not the kind of palette you look at this and you think, oh, are those all going to wash together? But in fact, you absolutely can create an entire look with this palette, or it can just be really easy. Just pick a shade, put it all over the lid, and I find that these last really well. They're really flattering. And that's what I have on today, is this palette with a little bit of Pixie Dust just for some pizzazz. and I'll swatch those to the lightest and the darkest shade there. Really, really amazing. And for $10, I love this. Then I have one more kind of fun eyeshadow thing. This is the Vegan Culture palette from the Silver Lake Wet n Wild limited edition for summer collection. And this is just a little 6-pan of really beautiful kind of turquoise greeny shades, and I've been having a ton of fun with this. Whereas with the e.l.f. you can really create a lot of dimension and have a whole look, these I've been using mainly as one shadow looks because even this deeper shade is not that deep. Like there's that deepest shade. It's just not that dark of a green. But my favorite is this this top left shade here. That's this one here. It's like a slate, light, silvery, bluish, grayish color. It's just a really cool color. Love it. I have one nail polish pick. This is from Wet n Wild. I meant to have it on for this video, but I didn't quite get my act together. But this is one of their Mega Last polishes in the shade On a Trip. And I just love this purple shade. And this is about $2. A few lip picks. First up, I know I've talked about this in favorites. Even, I think I talked about this in winter favorites. This is the Estee Lauder Lip Conditioner. The reason I want to bring this up in spring favorites is because it does have an SPF. So this is a great first step product in the spring and summer when you're going to be spending time outside, just to make sure you have that protection before you use whatever lipstick it is you want to use. And I also just love the tube. I think it's so fancy. My lipstick pick for spring is by Rimmel. It's the color Airy Fairy. It's what I have on today, and this is just for me a perfect neutral lip. And what I love about this is that it has enough pink in it that if you wear a really pinky gloss over the top, it'll lean that way. If you do what I did today and use sort of a clear, more nudie gloss, this is Revlon Snow Pink, or even if you use something creamier than this, then it really pulls a nude. So I think this is a very versatile and easy lip color, and once again, much like the Milani blush that I talked about, this is a great neutral. So if you're doing kind of wilder colors on your eyes, you can pair that with a more neutral lip that still, I think, is very flattering and brings a lot of life to the face. I have a fragrance pick for spring. This is the Elizabeth and James Nirvana White. When I first smelled both the Elizabeth and James, the black and the white, I didn't like this one. I only liked the black. But as I smelled it a few more times at Sephora, it really grew on me. It's just a little fresher, more floral than the black. I also just really love this rollerball and how it looks. I think it's just really stylish. Like, look at these two together. I'm so fancy. And then I have one favorite that is a book. This book is called Roadside Picnic. It's by Arkady and Boris Strugatsky. I first heard about this book a long time ago when I saw the Tarkovsky film. Tarkovsky is a Russian filmmaker, and he made a film based on this called Stalker. I really love that movie. It's one of my favorite Russian films. So I had heard of the book and I wanted to read it, and I could never find it. And I realized that it is because it was out of print at that time and was re-released with a new translation in 2012. So the other day I was at Barnes & Noble and saw this, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's Roadside Picnic. And I read it, and it's just so cool. It's so weird. It's about basically the implications of an alien visit to Earth if they left behind technology, and like all the ways that human beings would fight each other and the law and other people to take advantage of that technology, to steal it, to sell it on the black market, even if they don't even know what it does. Just the idea that we see potential for profit in everything, even when the stakes are literally life and death. It's fascinating, really good, and I think my top pick for a book right now. So that's it. Those are all my spring favorites. I hope you're enjoying the weather heating up and going outside more and all the lovely gifts that come with spring. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.